Good morning. This morning is about HMO management regulation number 5, and that is about maintaining water supply and drainage systems. Now, they say water is the elixir of life. Well, it's very, very important to occupants in houses of multiple occupation for them to be able to drink, to be able to make a cup of tea, to be able to wash and clean themselves. And it's also very, very important that that wastewater does flow away into the drains as intended. Now, if your tenants are paying the water bills and they don't keep paying the water bill and they go into arrears and the water gets cut off, no, it's not their fault, it's your fault. Because under the law, you have to maintain the supply. So as a landlord of an HMO, it is imperative that you do pay the water bills. Take control, put them in your name and make sure of that. In addition to the drainage, these are things that can get blocked up very, very easily by rubbish, by leaves, etc. So it's important that your maintenance person or your cleaner is checking them on a regular basis so they don't start overflowing. I dealt with a tribunal case last year, and one of the charges was for an overflowing drain. And that overflowing drain, he was being fined £5,000. £5,000. Now, luckily, I asked for evidence. Luckily, at the tribunal, I wanted to check the evidence, and I cross-examined the environmental health officer, who was accompanied by 4 other people, and they were unable to show me a picture of the water overflowing in the drain. They showed me a drain with some foliage around it and some overgrowth from some bushes nearby, but there was no water to be seen. So I did say there needs to be a little bit of water to prove that, and it was dropped completely and utterly because the tribunal judge could see sense. But you're dealing with council employees who don't always see sense. They've never been a landlord, most of them. None of them have ever managed tenants, yet they expect you to do the things they are incapable of doing. So the water supply is your control. You must make sure it flows. You must make sure they have hot water and cold water. You must make sure they have mains waters in the right place, and make sure any tanks or anything that hold water have a cover on them and there are no pests or any debris inside them. So when was the last time you had your maintenance man go up and provide you evidence that your filler tank is clean and covered? When was the last time you had somebody check the temperature of the water coming out of the boiler? When did you check the boiler was working and last serviced? You should be doing that regularly. So please make sure you've got the water supply running. Please make sure that you are in control of the bills, even if they are joint and several on a tenancy, and even if they are taking the whole premises as the demised premises rather than room by room. Make sure you have control of the things you need to have control of. And I'll be covering more regulations as we go forward. If you need to get in touch, today I've put our details down below. So do get in touch if you've got any queries or questions. We'll be pleased to help you because we want to make sure that safe housing is there for the occupants and good management is there for the landlords. Thank you very much.